Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn about data frames. So data frames are usually is a package in Julia, DataFrames.jl, which provides the set of tools for working with tabular data. If we want to understand what are tabular data, so for example, they are CSV files or Excel files. So if we search for example, tabular data, we can see here anything which is in terms of rows and columns are referred to as tabular data. So CSV files and Excel files, and there are multiple other types of files which can be used for tabular data. Now let's move back to data frames. So DataFrames.jl, how can we install it in Julia? So first way is to in a shell. So I will show example in the shell. Example, I can use package and then do package.add data F capital. Now if you see here, it is adding the package. Now we have added data frame. It takes some time to install. So yeah, it's taking some more time. In the meanwhile, what we can do, we can launch the Pluto as well. So what I will do, I'll launch the Pluto. So here is our Pluto, and I'll create a new notebook now. How to use data frames in Pluto. Let us see if the installation has completed or not. It is still taking time. In the meanwhile, like we can also see on the tabular data pages. So if you see here, it is supported by multiple libraries. You can see here data frames is very important. So if you have worked with pandas, then you know like it is similar to like data frames in Julia. So if you see here, it is Julia for data analysis. So and Julia data science. So we can use this links as well to learn about data frames. So if you see here, Julia for data analysis and Julia for data science. These are the two books which is useful. Now, if you see here, these are the libraries: statistic, and if you see mlj.jl, skycat, plots, so various libraries which also use data frames internally. So tabular data is kind of important, like wherever we have rows and columns and we want to create derive something important out of it. So our data frames is installed. Now let us go to Pluto. This is one way of installing, and in Pluto what we can do, so we can just use using data frames. So Pluto automatically downloads if not available. You can click on this button, will be installed on when you run this cell. So we'll run this cell. So let us run this cell with control enter. I think it is better to use from Pluto, from shell of shell. It is much more easier, convenient, and visually artistic when we are using from Pluto. So Pluto is installing its own data frames like module. In the meanwhile, we can also see how we can check the version of data frames. So if we have to check the version, then we can just do status data frames. We have to go into package mode and then do status data frames. It tells us like which version of data frames is installed here. And if we want to go back to the go back from the package mode, then we have to press the back. So the best way is to press the square bracket, right square bracket. So if I have to show here right square bracket, then there's this one. This key we have to press in order to go into package. Now let's go back to Pluto and see if our data frame is installed or not. It isn't installed. If it gets installed, then it shows plus sign. Let me try it once again. We can see in the status what is happening. It is evaluating cell. Let's wait for some time. You can see and it also has the option to notify when done. I'll do allow. It is taking some time, but yeah, this is how we have to use the data frame. So I think it will take some time to complete the setup for the data frames Pluto.jl. Let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we can say that data frames is successfully installed. We can also use package.status. Let's see if it is possible or not. Yeah, so we can use package.status. I will increase the screen size. So we can use package.status for us to check the version. Instead of going in shell, we can also use the package model. Okay, it is taking some time. In this way, we can install the data. Okay, so when data frames will be installed, so it will look like this. You will get a tick mark beside the data. Thank you.